Okay, what's up, guys? I'm in bed right now at a friend's house, but I made some major updates to aurafy, the trading journal, and I wanted to show you because it's really insane now. So I'm gonna go from the beginning. I'm just gonna create a completely new account so you get the exact same experience when you sign up. Okay, so you go to aurafy.dev. That's the website. Blah blah blah. You can read this if you want, and if you don't want, you don't have to read this. Here you can import your CSV. So, for example, like so, and then it will show you, the stats for that specific trading CSV um, statement, trading statement, whatever. And then you can click Open Dashboard. Okay, here's what your trades say. Blah blah blah. Start journaling. So apparently I'm already signed in now. How does that work? Oh yeah, okay. So I am signed in, but if I want to keep the stats, I have to add my email. Makes sense. So I'm gonna add this email, boom, and now I'm gonna pause here because I gotta verify my email. Okay, so now I'm viewing the email I got from RFI. So essentially it's saying you asked to change your RFI account email from guest blah 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 guest RFI to yeah to my email. So essentially every user that does what I just did, drag a CSV in there without signing up, they get a guest email. Um, it's not a real email, but yeah, whatever. So I'm just gonna confirm my email here. Kaboom! Welcome to RFI. Yay! Um, oh, let's skip this. I already imported, but yeah, sure. So here we are. This is the new dashboard, the new way. Looks really good. So first of all, I'm gonna set my profit log. Yeah, those are good. Like I wanted. So I wanted to show you a few things that are new. You can edit the widget. So right off the bat, um, are unfocused, which is like a new view. It's way sexier in my opinion. This is the old one. I just found it too cluttering and it was just all over the place. But default now is focus, and I will probably remove this as time goes on because I don't think many people will use it. So, anyways, essentially you have all these widgets right now, and you can add, remove, and customize it how you want it. So I'm gonna have profit factor, win percentage I don't like. I'm gonna have average win and average loss, and then RFI score I want. Um, Net P&L we put there. We put this there. Put profit factor there. I want it to be small, like so. And so this is just how I like mine. And the last one that I like to have is, where is it? Isn't this one? No, it can't be this one. That one is super big. No. It's here somewhere. Trade expectancy. Boom. Okay, so this is how I like to have it. And I don't want that, but I want the profit calendar. So I'm gonna put it here and then activate full screen. Boom, that looks nice. Okay, so this is how I want it. So I just press done. Boom. And now you have your own customized dashboard. Very sexy. So here I have the profit calendar. And another very good thing is that everybody that signs up starts on Pro trial. So essentially, you get full access to everything without signing up with a credit card or whatever. Just like free, 14 days, so you can try it out. And then if you don't do anything, it just goes to the free version, which is like a little bit limited. Um, but yeah, you can have it free forever essentially, and you can try the pro version for 14 days without signing up with a billing method. So I think this looks very sexy. Apparently, I need to add some more trades. Unfortunately, I don't have any profitable trades in the CSV, or not that many, so I will just add a bunch of these losers. Okay, so now we see a lot more. Um, so essentially, aurafy score. This is a pro feature. Um, so here, my weakest link is profit factor. Oh man, I feel like this video is going too slow. I need to speed up. I just think this is a very, very nice RFI score thing. Oh, fuck it. Yeah, I just think it looks amazing this way, okay? That's it. And you also have here, you can change the thingies. For example, on R, sometimes it's not displaying Y because if you don't have a stop loss when you enter the trade, it can't calculate your R, or if you haven't fixed it in settings. So if you go to settings, I think it should display up here. Okay, no, never mind. If you go to settings, you can set your default risk. Let's say 500, and basically the default risk is calculated as 1R. And then if you want percentages, you need to set your starting balance. So I'm setting both of those, and now you can see I have access to all of these. So net, we're minus 1%, and then for R, we're minus 1R. Okay, make sense? Yeah, and ticks. Either way, it's just like normal. Then you have your import thing. You can import your CSV and the trade log, add manually if you want. And then you have your journal, and ta-da, you have your stats. Um, yeah, so essentially this is just a bunch here, and I love this widget thing I did. I think it's so perfect. Um, so either way, like for example, this I want it smaller, and I don't think it needs to take up that much space. And this one perhaps not full. Oh well, this one needs to be full obviously, because otherwise the numbers aren't displaying. And for example, this one I think would be a smart move to move here. Can we make it smaller so it fits there? Perfect. And then let's take another one. Like, oh, yeah, you guys can try this out yourself. Um, perfect. We take this one. Ding dong dong. Boom. Bomba clud. Uh, yeah, I think this looks decent. Let's go. And then the headline numbers looks good. We have this. And we can make this a little bit smaller because that's perfect. And perfect. Perfect. So I'm just gonna say done up here. And look, so essentially you can customize your own dashboard, and it just looks so good, except everything is in red now, which is sad. But either way, it's free and it's so nice. Like here's some white space, but obviously you can customize it however you want it. So I love it. And also, if you just think it's too much and you just want to clear everything, you can just press clear all, and then you can start from scratch, essentially dragging out what you want. And if you click on reset, it just goes to the default. Makes sense? Yeah. Let's see what else there is. Oh yeah, a really good thing that I added for the backtester is number one, we have a bunch of symbols now. I'm not even sure if I said it sometime in the past. But what you can do is prop firm simulation, and I love this feature. It's so good. So depending on if you trade copy trade all your prop firm accounts, or if you trade them separately. For example, me, I trade them separately. So I will trade one account, take one trade on them on that account, and then once I'm done with that trade, I will lock the account. So one trade per account, and then boom, I will head over to the next account, take a trade on that account, lock it out. That's me. So if I wanted to backtest my approach, I would go here, select a prop firm, and depending on which firm I select, it will be those rules that will apply. So for example, in this instance, the top step 50K, and how many of them? Three. Okay. Then you select eval or funded. You can even backtest funded, and this is with like the funded rules and all to get a payout. So here you can select copy across all accounts or one account at a time. So for example, for me, one account at a time. Boom. And then start backtesting. 12 weeks. Let's see. So let me just remove a bunch of this. Let's go to New York session. I don't know why this is so. That was a bank holiday. So let's go to the next one. Load. Let me just reload. Reload. Why doesn't it work? Somebody tell me what's going on. Technical difficulties. Okay, let me figure this out. Yay, I figured it out. So apparently when there is like to the next week, you can't press up here, but you should be able to press. I think that might be a bug, but all you have to do is press once down here, and then if it skips, just reload, and then we can press next day open. Okay. So we are at New York session now. I want to explain what's going on here. So here you need 3K to pass, right? These are your evals. You can click here to see them or select them. And since I'm trading one at a time, I can select the one I want to trade. Here you can see your max daily drawdown, which is 1500. Boom. Okay, perfect. I've selected an eval to trade. This is open. I want to long this shit. So I put on my position tool. Alrighty. And let's go with these. Essentially, we can't make more than 1500. I think. I'm not sure. Either way, let's enter this. So here you can put a dollar risk amount, and I will put 1K. Well, that's bad. So let's do three, because here you can see how much it would be, and because our stop loss is, yeah, whatever. I don't need to explain. And let's go. Let's see if this hits. Boom. Okay, it hits. Perfect. So now we can see we are so much to pass, and then essentially I go to the next one. All right. So now we keep going here. Boom. I think this will be a good short here, down here to whatever is there. Let's do a 1.5 again. Boom. Enter. Boom. Risk. Boom. Okay, we need to do 3 again. Boom. Okay, on the second account here, as you can see, boom, boom, that's a stop out. Let's stop to, oh no, never mind. I wanted to say let's stop trying to short the top, but no. Boom. Okay, let's go, let's go, let's go. Oh, now I broke my rules, but it doesn't matter for this purpose of this thingy. Okay, so let's just pass one of these so you see what happens. Okay, market opens, we absolutely flushy down. Okay, boom. I want to long here. And 1.5, because, yeah, let me just pass this. Boom, boom. Okay, we need 4. Let's go 4. Okay, let's long this again. I just want to show you what happens when you pass it, you know? So we, how much do we need? Yeah, we need like this. Come on, baby. Let's go. Ah, so this is the beauty. What happens when you pass it? Usually there should be a message that says that you passed it. Um, I guess I'll have to do that tomorrow because I'm pretty tired right now. But either way, then it marks that eval as completed. Boom, and then it automatically moves you to the next one. And for copy trading, obviously you would be done. So it would say, "Oh, you congratulations, you passed all your evals." Blah blah blah. Either way, so let's just quickly pass all of these two. Boom, boom, enter, full port that shit. And how much do we need here? I do not know. Okay, that would be more than enough. And it has consistency, 50% consistency rule. Okay, fuck it. But basically, you understand it now. Then there's a new analytics section here called prop. Aren't we supposed to be able to drag this up? Hello? Did I remove that? Anyways, oh, here it is. We have a new section called prop here in the backtester, and essentially it says, here one out of three evals resolved, aka passed, and one passed, and then how many you failed, pass rate. So this is very nice because you can calculate your pass rate. Which basically means you could calculate how much you need to spend on evals every month in order to make X amount of dollars, or in order to pass X amount of evals, and then you do the same on the funded ones, and so you can see how much you need to spend on evals in order to make Y, like the letter Y. So for example, I want to make 10K. Okay, so you test it here. How many funded, whatever does it take? How much do I blow? Okay, for example, for me it cost 2K to make 10K per month. Okay, so my cost is 2K per month in order to make 10K. I hope that makes sense. It's a very, very nice feature and I love it. And then you just have, the journals here, the basic stats like before in the backtester. Then you also have a stats section. This I want to fix a little bit, like make it more sexier. That's on my to-do list. And anyway, a super nice, anyways, I was supposed to say, a super nice widget I added, um, which is not 100% accurate right now, but I'm on the way to fixing it, is you can have backtest performance in your dashboard and your stats. So you can see your backtest performance and you can see backtest versus live, which is, it's so good. Yeah. No, I'm kidding. But I'm super tired. But anyways, it's very good because then you can see your backtest stats versus your live stats. For example, my example not super good. 66% backtest win rate versus 25% on live with the trades I imported here. Profit factor 3.5 on backtest and then 0.6 on live, and then expectancy, it's positive here on backtest, it's negative on live, and then average win slash loss is pretty much about even. So I find it very useful, a very useful thing to have. And what more is cool that I can show you that is new? Anyways, I'm gonna clean up all this settings stuff because I think it looks very, very much crumbly, hard to read. Another thing I added. So trading day. Before it was like this, that essentially at midnight it counts the new trading day, but for the people that trade futures like myself, the new trading day is Asia, right? So at 6 p.m. New York time. So you can change that here. Boom. And yeah, so you can change that here. So if you take a trade in Asia and you import it to aurafy, and then you say, what? Why is my P&L calendar all messed up? Well, it's because you have the here, the thing. You need to change it to this one. And then essentially, if you take a trade in, let's say, New York PM, and then like 4 hours later you take one in Asia, then it will display as two different trading days, even though it's technically the same day, you know? So that's very, very nice. I like it. And then obviously I have people on here that trade, for example, crypto. They would use this one. Or they trade Forex. They would use this one. Yeah. Um, I think that is pretty much all. I mean, we have, I added all of these here. It's like a playbook, prop stats, and prop firms. It's just the ones that, based on the stats, nobody really uses. Like prop stats, I think it's super meaningless. Um, yeah. So I just put them here on more for the people that do use it. And then, of course, the aurafy recorder, my favorite. It's the one that I'm recording with right now, and it's super nice. What will happen when you record? Now, I can't show you this, sadly, but essentially, if you record your trading session, your video will populate up here, and then you can note the video, you can timestamp different sections. For example, I entered this too early, I should have waited. And then you can press that timestamp, and it automatically takes you to that time in the video. For example, if you entered 5 minutes in and you wrote a note there, it leaves a timestamp, and you can press that note, and it automatically takes you to 5 minutes in. And also, it automatically syncs your trades that you have imported to each recording. So you can see, okay, this is the recording for that. Boom. Ooh. And another good thing I added also, I forgot, is when you press a trade here, for example, I want to know more about this trade. And obviously you should journal here. It happens automatically or not automatically, but let's say I want to import this, okay? Then importing, and then it says here journal this session, boom, and then you can journal it super fast. Essentially, it goes through all the trades. So you see here, because sometimes I forget which trade was which, so I added like arrows here for entry and exit. So I remember, I thought that was pretty smart. Anyways, so for this one, and then you can just say like this planned, it was a late entry, so that was my mistake, and it was a trend follow. And then you can write some text if you want, and then boom, next trade. And essentially, this makes journaling so much easier, I found, for me at least. But back to the thing. So yeah, it's a chart here, so you can see more about the trade, and perhaps you see the trade from a different perspective. I don't know. Um, and here notes, screenshot, and images, which you can also add when you journal the trade in the other section. And then, by the way, at the end there, actually, I should probably show you this. And this will probably be the last thing that I show you. Okay, so blah, blah, blah. Screenshots can be added here as well. You just paste them here, I think. I'm pretty sure. A little bit tired right now, so okay, we have a bunch to go through. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom. Okay, so here at the end of all the things, it asks you like general journaling stuff. How did you protect your account today? Blah, blah, blah. And then you can write here. And then what rule kept you in the game? Blah, blah, blah. You can write. And then rule for the next session, like lessons, whatever. And then you can grade your day. Let's go B. And then mood, focused. And then here, rule for next follow risk management, and then finish it, and then you go to see your dashboard. Now, a very nice thing, if you have the I don't know how to pronounce it, widget. If you have I think it's this. No, it's not this one. Is it this one? No, it's not this one. Oh, I forgot. It's in the stats section. My bad. Um, Here, if you go to the stats section, then you will see from the previous day your mistake that you said, or the lesson. So for the next session, you want to follow your risk management. So uh, you can mark that as fixed, and then it will disappear, or you can edit it in the journal and change it to something else. Anyways, so it's a reminder. That's what I'm trying to say here. So you can mark that as fixed, and it's gone. And then we also have lock. So that's based on, well, that's based on lock. So for example, profit lock, I use locks, perhaps you don't, but anyways, it's to keep you accountable. So for example, my max loss lock per account is 500, and then it will say here, I don't know why it disappeared now. Anyways, you can mark it for any account. Then it takes like all the general stuff. For example, if you entered on 3 accounts and each account has 500 minus, then this would say that it violated that, because 3 times 500 is 1500 and not 500. But if you take for one account, it will say that you're good, if that makes sense. Because one account, 500 would be like max loss per account, but if you take any account, it's 500 across all accounts. Yeah. So that's that. I hope you like the new aurafy. It's very clean, in my opinion. It's very nice, and now you can customize it to your liking. For example, some people, they like different stats. So I think it's very beneficial to everybody that uses it, and also everybody gets pro now, at least 14 days. So that's very nice. And that's it. If you want to try it out, you can do it. It's absolutely free. And then if you want some more advanced features after the 14 days, you can pay. If you don't want it and you're okay with the free version, which is everything you need, then don't pay. And that's that. So go to app.rfi.dev or rfi.dev, and yeah, or click the link below. I don't know. Too tired for this. See you someday. Bye.